I'm so happy to see everybody. If you, Ginger and Maddie, if you click on the comments at the top, that link should show you people that are coming in and saying hello. So this is our first of 2 Cozy Mystery Holiday recipe swaps. I'm so excited about this. And I'm just, hey, Cozy. Cozy says hello. Storm saying hi to everybody. Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
Susan H. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. Hi, Cajun. I hope you're doing well. Ria. Sorry, Ria. I apologize. I get it wrong the first time every time. Hi, Leanna. How are you? Mr. Francie. Hi, Mr. Francie. Gisela, it's good to see you. So I have with me Ginger Bolton and Maddie Day, and I'm going to turn it over to them. I think Maddie Day wants to go first, and whatever you want to tell us about your holiday traditions of your main character, what books you have coming out, share your recipe. The floor is yours.
Great. Thank you, Tiffany, for having us, and it's great to be here with Ginger. I'll try to get through this. I'm afraid my asthma is kicking in, and I just used my inhaler, so we'll see if we can get through this. So I write a couple of cozy series as Maddie Day. The Cozy Capers book group mysteries. The new book, it'll be out the end of this month, is Murder at the Lobstah Shack. Yeah. And my recipe that I'll talk about tonight is cranberry scones. So these books take place in a fictional town on Cape Cod. And that's one of the primary growing areas, southern Massachusetts and Cape Cod, for cranberries. So they're good for all times of the year. This book takes place around Indigenous Peoples Day, Columbus Day, and there's in fact a conflict about renaming it in the town in the book, among other conflicts. Conflicts are good for mystery. But mid-October is not too early to put cranberries in food. But they're also a great Thanksgiving recipe. You could make them for your people on the day, all your gathered people for the day on the day before, the day of, or the day after, if you're feeding a group in your house. I'm Maddie Day. Mac Almeida, my protagonist, is so far still single woman getting up into her late 30s. She owns a bike shop, rental, repair, and retail. And if you don't know Cape Cod, it's basically flat, and there are lots of walking and biking trails that run up and down the Cape, which is shaped like an arm. Provincetown, elbow, and my fictional town is kind of in the bicep. She lives in a tiny house with her pet parrot Belle, her African because she's allergic to mammals, and Belle is a character, and Belle helped solve the mystery and helped rescue Mac in book 2 in Murder at the Taffy Shop. By clever use of an Alexa. So, but Mac doesn't cook. She doesn't cook. There are recipes in this series, in these books, but her boyfriend Tim is the town baker, and he's a very good cook. So most of the recipes come from Tim, including cranberry scones. Mac's family, her parents, her father live in town. Her father is the Unitarian Universalist minister. Her mom is the local professional astrologer. And her half-brother, Derek, lives in town in a lighthouse with his 5-year-old daughter, Koki. And Koki has a bit in all the books, and she's just a darling little girl. And she has a hand in Koki has a hand in identifying the bad person in this book, which was fun to write. So Mac would definitely be spending Thanksgiving with her family at the parsonage next door to the UU church. Um, she also she realizes how lucky she is. I mean, she went to Harvard. She had a career in high finance in Boston until she just got sick of it. But she was a very prudent saver and prudent with her investments. So it let her quit and go join the Peace Corps in Thailand and do some traveling. And then she finally came back to her hometown. And she knows how lucky she is. And it's a resort town. It's a vacation town. So in the summer, most towns in the Cape get flooded with tourists. They get flooded with summer people who have a lot of money. But the people who work in the restaurants, who clean the houses, they don't have such an easy time finding housing. And then when all the restaurants close down and the stores cut back on hours, people need a food pantry. They need a soup kitchen. And Mac is an active volunteer in that. And I took a little tour. We have a really, really wonderful charity in my town called Our Neighbor's Table. And I got a tour of it. And it's a free food grocery. They don't call it a food pantry. And it's a beautiful, airy little grocery store. But it's all free.
Wow.
And that was interesting. I learned that they call it free food market instead of food pantry. And they don't hand people a bag of food that they don't necessarily want. People can pick out what they want. And there's produce and dairy and breads and everything. So Mac is active in that. And that population that shops there also has a role in Murder at the Lobstah Shack. Yeah, so she would definitely be eating Thanksgiving dinner. Well, she's not going to cook it anyway. At her parents' house, and Tim would come, and her brother and Koki would be there. And who knows who else her parents would pull in, you know. And her grandmother is a big part. So she's got this tiny little grandmother who's like 4'10". I'm down to 5 foot myself, so I shouldn't make her. Not that Yeah, I'm losing height. Man, when you start out short and you lose height, no fun. So Ava Riva's she's just a pistol. She has a little telescope, a little spyglass in her apartment, and she keeps track of what's going on Main Street, and she reports it to the police. So she will be at Thanksgiving too. So the recipe in the book for cranberry scones is actually quite easy. I made them this afternoon. It's kind of like a sweet biscuit. You use butter and a bit of whole milk and flour and sugar, white flour and sugar, and you handle it lightly so the butter doesn't get too soft, form it into a ball, cut it into 6 pieces, bake it for 15 minutes. You can throw cranberries in it or other dried fruits. So we have.
Yum.
I'll have one.
Yeah, me too.
Cranberry one cut in half, not yet with butter and jam on it. And then here's another one. I was telling Tiffany before we started, I needed to make this recipe for tonight and for a Mystery Lover's Kitchen post I'm doing at the end of the month. But my partner and I don't really like dried cranberries that much, so I put 2 in, and they're in that scone. If you want them, you can put in more. You can put in lots. You can put in raisins. They put in all kinds of things in scones. But I put the recipe in the book, and I thought, oh dear, and I'm going to be tasting. I mean, I don't hate them, but they're. So that's my recipe. I also write I just went and got it. I write I didn't get it. I write the country store mysteries as Maddie Day also. And last year, Candy Slain Murder came out. And that has Christmas recipes in it. And I will be here in a month to present one of those. And I also have a Christmas novella in the collection Christmas Cocoa Murder with Carlene O'Connor and Alex Erickson. And I just learned today from my editor that will be at my novella will be out. Christmas Cocoa and a Corpse will be out as an e-novella next year. So it's going to release as a standalone novella too for people who didn't get it in the collection. And I have a book due December 1st that's also a holiday book, but it's a St. Patrick's Day book. Ooh. And that's the 11th in the Country Store Mysteries, and that's called Four Leaf Cleaver.
Nice. Love it.
That's thanks to big book fan Grace Koshida. Some of you might know her, who lives in Ottawa. And I put out a request for punny titles having to do with St. Patrick's Day and food on my Facebook page a few weeks ago. And Grace, she jumped right on it. And I said, okay, you got it.
That's great.
That's a great
You'll
title.
get a free book next year. You'll get it via the acknowledgments. Because that was just my editor went, oh yeah, that's perfect. So.
That's awesome. That's an awesome title. So I have to ask you real quick, how do you think Robbie would spend Thanksgiving?
Robbie would spend Thanksgiving with her now husband, Abe, and she would maybe spend it with his family. She might spend it with Aunt Adele. She and Abe might host everybody at their house. That's right. I just turned in another Christmas novella. I'm starting to get my edits mixed up. And they host Christmas Eve dinner for everybody, for Aunt Adele and Abe's parents and everybody at Abe and Robbie do. So that'll be out next fall, and it's called Scarfed Down. It'll be in Christmas scarf. So yeah, I'm having fun writing all different. I haven't written a Thanksgiving mystery yet, but don't rule it out. I'd like to write a Halloween mystery too.
Ooh, yeah, I love any holiday cozy. Yeah, I like the holidays.
Yeah, so. Thank you.
Awesome. And the scones sound delicious. And I'm going to be putting them, both of them email me after the live. I can add in the descriptions an hour after it's posted. So I'll be adding that and their websites and the mystery kitchen that I put in a lot of my links anyways, because if you have not subscribed to that, it's so much fun. I get an email of when they put out a notification, a new recipe, and it's so much fun.
Mystery Lovers Kitchen. Yeah.
Mystery Lovers Kitchen. Yes.
Yeah. Great blog.
It is. So Ginger, I'm going to come to you in just a second. I'm going to say hi to some other people coming in. Want to say hi. Michelle says, hello, everyone. Hello, Michelle.
Hi.
Susan G says hi. Emily. Hello, Emily. It's good to see you. Hello, Michelle. Can't wait, Maddie. I think she's talking about your new book coming out.
Oh, good.
Bev says hello. Hi, Bev. Ooh, I collect scone recipes. Well, then you are in luck. Nancy, I read the first Cape Cod mystery, Maddie, and really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Evening from Scotland. Hello, Lisa from Scotland. It's good to have you here.
What time of night is it there?
Well, and so we have Lisa from Scotland and Mr. Francis from Australia. And normally it's like sometimes he comes on our lives and it'll be like 3 a.m. there. I'm like, you are a dedicated man, my friend. Hi, Hannah. It's good to see you. I read the first book in the Cape Cod. Awesome, Bev. Cheryl says hello. Ooh, Nancy said I used to live near Cape Cod. I worked in Pocasset.
Oh, Pocasset. Yeah.
Pocasset. Okay.
Yeah.
Near Sandwich. Sandwich I can pronounce. I got that one. Hi, Amby. Cajun said I'm caught up and waiting on book 3 in the Cape Cod. Excellent. Nancy now lives in Florida. Hi, Lee. Everybody saying hi.
Hi.
Doing schoolwork. Gotcha. The Cape Cod series is on my list to try soon. Excellent. Saying hi. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. And bye. See you later. I don't know if you're still here. Lisa said they called a food bank here in the They're called a food bank here in the UK. I think the name Free Food Grocery is much more creative and welcoming. It definitely is much more specific where somebody's not, guessing. It's kind of, right there in the title, I feel like.
I'm going to put my food in the bank for a week.
Yeah. A 5-footer here. I can relate to the height issue. Me too, Emily. I'm the same. I'm 4'11", 5 foot. Yep. Sounds good. Hello, Stephanie G. I bet Robbie would cook up a storm for the holidays.
Yeah. Robbie, the whole family would.
That's funny. Not huge on cranberries and things, but like scones. Well, then sounds like those are right up your alley. Well, I've never known what an American biscuit would be like, but is it really just like a savory scone? That sounds good.
Yeah, I would say so.
Phyllis says hello. Hello, Phyllis. Good to have you here. Yes, similar to a scone in texture, but not all recipes are sweet. Read The First Country Store last week and loved it.
Oh, thank you.
It's 11:47 currently in Scotland. Got to see the cozy lives. That's dedication. We love you, Lisa. I recently read No Greater Crime. Looking forward to book 10. I recently read, I can't remember what number, and I loved it. I used to be 5'2.5". Now I'm 5'1", so I've lost inches too.
This is book 10. I just got the arcs for Better Off Dead.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So fun.
End of February.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's not that far off then. Nice. All right. Miss Ginger Bolton, what you got for us tonight?
Well, my 6th Deputy Donut mystery came out last month in October, and it's Deck the Donuts, and it's a Christmas takes place before Christmas, and Emily is my main character. It all takes place in the fictional town of Fallingbrook, Wisconsin, which is in northern Wisconsin in the kind of wooded, lakey part of Wisconsin. A lot of it's woody, lakey. And she lives alone. She's a widow. She was widowed quite young. Yeah. She has parents, no sisters and brothers. Her parents go to Florida for the winter, and for them, winter is anything that's not July and August. So they're not around much in my books. But she's very close to her in-laws, her late husband's parents. Tom, her father-in-law, and she run a donut shop together, which they call Deputy Donut. And they got the name from the cat, whose name was Deputy Donut, because she has circles on her sides that look like donuts. And when Emily's husband was alive, she was the cat of a detective. So Emily's late husband's former patrol detective partner, and best friend. Now it's quite a while since Emily's husband died, so the best friend and she have been kind of circling around each other, just kind of. Their grief has been keeping them apart, but it's also drawing them together. So, and also, he used to always come to Christmas with Emily's in-laws. When Emily's husband was alive, he would come to dinner, to things with, and bring a girlfriend, a date. And he kind of stopped doing that. But now now again, he's invited to those dinners, but not as Emily's date. No, just as their friend. So they would have Thanksgiving there, and they're planning to have Christmas there too. Emily will go Christmas Eve and spend the night at their place, and they'll open stockings and open presents and things. They mostly just give each other stocking presents. She and her parents decided that trying to go from Wisconsin to Florida in the winter was not a good idea, especially since her donut shop she's pretty busy in her donut shop. So, and I baked my favorite cookies. They've always been my favorite cookies, and they're good for any holiday or any time. They are molasses cookies. We'll tilt it toward the camera. I put it in a bowl, so they might not fall, but there they are. They have sugar on top, and I go heavy on the spices.
Ooh.
So, but after eating them, we made them yesterday, and we also were flapping some lemon zest around, and I thought I should put lemon zest in those. So if anyone wants to put a little lemon zest in their molasses ginger cookies, they could. So they would be good on Thanksgiving if you don't have your traditional pumpkin pie, and we have pecan pie too.
Yeah.
and they're good for Christmas. You roll them in granulated sugar, but depending on the holiday, you can use whatever color sugar you want. Emily's, of course, there are a lot of donuts in all of her celebrations, and she likes decorating those and eating those and designing those. So in Deck the Donuts, a tour bus gets stranded as a blizzard starts. And Emily and her detective friend Brent are the first responders. Emily has first aid training from when she was a 911 dispatcher. And they are the first ones to arrive on the scene. The bus smells like alcohol inside. The bus driver is the only really injured person. His tour guide is really scared and upset, and there are children on the bus. None of them are badly hurt, and she gives them little bandages with elves and candy canes on them. This bus tour was heading toward the Fallingbrook Ice and Lights Festival.
Ooh. And
it's lit up ice sculptures in the town square. And Emily's, her and Tom, their sculpture is Frosty the Donut. So he has donut shapes instead of snowballs.
Love it.
Unfortunately, Frosty has a little problem the next morning when the bus driver somehow ends up out of the hospital and underneath Frosty the Donut, and he is not doing well. In fact, he's dead. But meanwhile, the townspeople have taken in all the people from the bus because nobody can come get them. They can't get out of town. This blizzard goes on all night, and Emily has the tour guide as her guest, and it turns out the tour guide is the girlfriend of the deceased bus driver.
Ooh.
And Emily kind of likes her. They bake cookies, or they eat cookies together. They wrap packages together. They clear snow together. And Emily feels sorry for her and likes her, but the detectives are not exactly sure that this young woman, Paige, is innocent of. I think maybe she killed her boyfriend. So Emily has to kind of wants to prove that doesn't happen. Meanwhile, that the young woman is not guilty. Meanwhile, there are all these kids. They have to be entertained. So there's a party at the library. They have donut decorating at the donut shop, and there's Christmas caroling and a party at the fire station and tree lighting.
Oh, I love it.
All these places that Emily goes to when the stranded passengers are there too, and some of them are quite upset about this whole thing happening and blaming the dead driver and the tour guide for what happened, and they're being stranded. So Emily, kind of keeps your ears open, and of course you can hear a lot in a donut shop too. So she learns things that might or might not help. Oh, where am I going? Oh, and other holiday. I've written 2 Halloween novels. They are great fun to write. I mean, Maddie, they are fun to write. So I wrote my first one as Janet Bolton. It's called Night of the Living Thread, and it's a Threadville mystery, and they're not real zombies. They're just people dressed up as zombies going on a retreat together.
Well, of course.
And there are costumes. There are always costumes in the Threadville things because those ladies just love costumes. And then last year, my Deputy Donut mystery is Boston Scream Murder.
Yep.
And there are Boston cream donuts that have a scream carved into them. I've also, in the Deputy Donut series, there's also Jealousy-Filled Donuts, which takes place 4th of July. Somehow these holidays just kind of Jealousy-Filled Donuts is 4th of July, and Beyond a Reasonable Donut is Friday the 13th. So
I love holiday cozy, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I think I've not written a Thanksgiving one either, so seems like a plan.
So in just a little bit, Ginger's going to give away a copy of Deck the Donuts, and I have a number generator on my phone, and I'm just going to do it by comment. I'm just going to have them pick a number, so that it's completely random, and I'll count the comments up or down at that time, and let you know. And then whatever easier, you can send me an email, and I can give them I can handle all that. If however you think you guys think it's easier, I will make happen. Mr. Francis said 10:49 here, but no matter the time, always happy to be here. That's so cool.
10:49 in the morning. That sounds so bad.
Oh, good catch. Yes.
It's tomorrow.
Yes. It's Thursday. How's Thursday? We're living in Wednesday. I know cozy titles have the best titles by far. The punnier, the better.
Tiffany, did I put in for a giveaway? Because I'm happy to give away a copy of the new book. If people
that would be great
until the end of the month when it comes out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, Murder at the Lobstah Shack.
Murder at the Lobstah Shack.
Quick, everyone, put in a comment.
Yeah, if you haven't already.
Yes. Cozy titles, they are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, your cookies look really yummy, Ginger.
Yeah, they
Thank
are.
you for sharing these recipes. I know, I'm loving them.
Oh, there's the camera. Oh, it has a face.
I see it. That's funny. Recipe pies sound yummy. Yes. Me too, Phyllis. I love lemon anything. Lemon zest and stuff, just lemon flavored anything. Love it. The cookies would be so fat. Yeah, when you said that was smart. Like the different colored sugars, you could roll them in, and I think that's so much fun.
I also like gingerbread men, but that's rolling and cutting. This is just rolling them in a ball, rolling them in sugar, and baking them.
Right, exactly. Sounds like a great series, and then another one for my list. Yes, it's so much fun, Storm. I got my copy of the first Deputy Donut book.
Yay!
That's awesome. Yeah, holiday cozies are so much fun. Hey, Breezy. It's good to see you. Ooh, you might win a copy today, Emily, my friend. You are both so sweet to give. I know, isn't that so nice? It's wonderful. I only read digital copies these days. Gotcha. Now I want books and desserts. I know, Lee. Oh my gosh. Lee also has a really awesome YouTube channel, and she does some cozy mysteries as well as reads everything. But she just went on a trip to Vermont, and she had at a place they were serving apple cider donuts. It made me think of you as you were talking about all the donuts in Vermont. They look delicious. She said they were delicious, and
we have the best apple farm in New England, a mile away.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
Cider Hill Farm, and their cider donuts are just and since they reopened for the pandemic, they pre-bag them in half dozen or dozen, so I can't just get 2 anymore.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess you have to buy 6.
You just buy 6.
I get a dozen.
So good. No.
I mean, they sound delicious. And I want to mention too, I forgot to say, Lee is the person who made the awesome thumbnail for tonight. So thank you very, very much, Lee.
Thank you. Thank you.
It looked so awesome.
Thank
Breezy said, I have so many of both of your books. So nice to hear you talk about your characters and the books. I know. I think it's so fun to hear about what characters would do in times we don't see them, or just in general, like how would they spend the day, or what are their traditions, or what even holidays do they celebrate? Because, you never know.
So that's what Drew Ann Love's blog is good for. Drew's Musings. She has authors on, cozy authors, and it's a day in the life, maybe of the protagonist, maybe Aunt Adele, maybe like different characters talk about a day in their life.
I absolutely love her blog, and I love the day in the life, but I really love the interviews she does, because she interviews the characters instead of interviewing the authors, and I think that is so smart. I love it. And I said, I wish we could do something for like series maybe that ended, where it's like a newsletter update of like, hey, what is such and such doing 5 years later, or something like that. I think that would be so, because sometimes I wonder, especially if series end and they maybe didn't know they were ending. Sometimes I think about those characters and what they're doing. I wonder what happened to them.
Yeah.
Her blog is amazing. It's Drew Ann Love, and her blog is Drew Ann Musings, and I'll put that. It's amazing. Drew's Musings.
Drew's book musings, I think.
Book musings, yes.
Okay, all right.
DRU.
Yes, DRU.
Yeah.
I just put it in the comments if anybody wants to look for it. It's amazing. It's really great. So
Can
excited.
A little plug also for the group blog, my other group blog, which is the Wicked Authors, wickedauthors.com.
Yes.
And there's 5 other authors. We all write cozies and historicals. And I mean, we don't all write historicals, but a couple of us do. And great authors. And we have guests, and we have giveaways, and we have Wicked Wednesday, where we all chime in on the same topic. So I hope you'll drop by and say hi.
Yes,
that's
and
a fun blog too.
What'd you say, Ginger? I'm sorry.
That's a fun blog to read too.
Yes, and I will add the Wicked Authors into the description when I add everything else.
Great.
Yes,
thanks.
and when you sent me the book, because you actually sent me a copy of Murder at the Lobstah Shack, which was so nice. You sent the bookmark of the Wicked Authors, and I put that in my one of my videos when I was showing off your book.
Great.
But yes, I will definitely include that in the description for sure.
Yeah, great.
Lisa said my favorite thing to make is banana bread, but I don't know how to make it festive. You could include, if you like it, you can include like dried cherries that are the red and the green. I don't know. Banana and cherry maybe don't go together.
Yeah, I was picturing decorating it like fruitcake.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where I had my mind too. Exactly. Maybe you could just dye it, like put dye in the batter. How do you think of recipes to use in your books?
Oh. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of food in my books. People do a lot of eating, even in the country store mysteries. Of course, it's a restaurant, so they're always eating and talking about food and thinking up specials for the next day.
Yeah.
So I'll make one of those recipes and go, that's a good one. I'll put that in the book. And in the Cozy Capers, sometimes I try to go by the season. So if it's in October, what would they be eating in October? What's a good cocktail? Maybe an apple cider based cocktail.
Ooh.
And Tim will make a nice scallop dinner for Mac and put that in. So it depends kind of on the book. But I love to cook, and it's always fun to come up with a new recipe. Maybe I'll get inspiration from an existing recipe I find on the internet or in a recipe book, and then massage it and make it my own. Sometimes I get recipes from fans. My sister is a good baker. My sister in Indiana, so I incorporated a couple of her recipes, and so it depends. But it's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have most of the recipes in my books are donuts, but I'm getting a little tired of, I want to branch out from that. So I tend to, I just think up donut flavors and things and put them in the book, or they might just be normal ones like apple cider donuts. And then I just sort of think, well, I'd like to try to, figure out how to make that. So I will make them. I had to have a deep fryer when I started this series.
Oh yeah. I bet.
So other good things come out of our kitchen, like French fries and fried chicken and fried fish.
Well, you got to get your money's worth out of your fryer.
Yeah.
Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rhea said, I am biased pro donuts. Yes.
Yeah, well, I love them.
Books and desserts sound great together, don't they? Books and desserts belong together. I know you were women after my heart. So I've just been writing my grocery list. I guess I need to add scones and donuts to the list. Excellent.
Or the ingredients for them.
Yeah, you could try one of these recipes, Lisa, and let us know how it goes. Can't wait to get to reading all these series. Yes. Oh, yay. These cozy sound amazing. Definitely adding them to my 2022 TBR. So that's 203 books that you have on your TBR for next year, Mr. Fancy. Molasses cookies sound yummy. My dad reads cozies too. And when we talk about them, my stepmom says, you act like you know them. I was like, we do. They do get to be like, they feel like, especially long series, they feel like people I absolutely agree, Cation.
And that's one thing we love about writing them. And especially those of us who write more than one series. Like I'll be writing a country store mystery, and the next one up on my schedule is a Cozy Capers. Oh, good. I get to go see what Mac and Tim and the gang are up to, because we like spending time with them too.
Yeah, and when people are sorry that the Threadville series ended, I think, well, those people, they don't have a murder in their village every year anymore. So I think they're having a nice life now.
True. That's just me. I love watching an interview with my favorite characters. Yeah, you really should check out Drew's book musings, because she does the day in the life that Maddie was talking about, and she also does, like I said, she'll do an interview, and she does the same questions. It's like the same questions, but it's the character answering it, and it's done so well because they really use the character's tone, and just even like when they're like one of the questions is your age, and some of the women will be like, you shouldn't ask people that, you should know better than to ask a woman her age, or something like that, or it's just so good. It's done so well. Yes, it's amazing. I haven't heard of it before. Thanks for sharing. There's so many great I should do a video of the great blogs because Lisa's book, Lisa Kay's book reviews is great. Cinnamon Sugar by Kim Davis. There's a lot of really great cozy mystery blogs.
Yeah.
Or blogs. That sounds fun. Yes. I love the Wicked Authors blog. Yay, Storm. Hello, I'm at the grocery store and I'm trying not to buy more stuff than what's in my cart. Hannah, buy the donuts, girl. Oh, Lisa, you're cracking me up. All right. Well, are you guys ready for me to do the giveaway?
Go for it.
All right. So let me see here. I have the number generator pulled up and I'm going to go from the bottom up and it says, okay, so roll. Ooh, I clicked out of it. I was trying to hit roll and I hit something else. Oh, there we go. Well, this is easy. Number 2, Hannah, you are getting Deck the Donuts. Dun, dun, dun. Congratulations.
Now you can make your own donuts.
Now, there you go.
There you have to come over and borrow your deep fryer, though.
Yeah.
Well, you can bake most donut recipes, and I usually have a baked one in each book too.
Great. Yeah.
All right. So
they're not the same.
So Deck the Donuts is number 6, correct?
Yeah, it's the 6th one.
And Beyond the Reasonable Donut, is that what it is? Beyond the Reasonable. Yeah. It takes place at a carnival, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the one I'm up to. I need to read number 5. I'm so excited for it. I love anything carnival and all that. All right. So Murder at the Lobstah Shack, which is number 3, and the Cape Cod Cozy Mystery, which I don't know if we said, but in the Lighthouse, the Mac has a cozy mystery group reading group, and they meet at the Lighthouse sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think that I love that. That is amazing. All right.
So it's a book group that only reads cozy mysteries.
Yes. Cozy mystery reading group. Yeah. And they meet in the Lighthouse sometimes. It's amazing. All right. So let's see. Number 12. Hold on. Oh boy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nancy Abbott. Nancy Abbott, you have won Murder at the Lobstah Shack. Congratulations, both of you. Hannah, Nancy, congratulations. Ginger and Maddie, thank you so much for joining me. It was really fun to hear about how your characters would spend the holidays and your recipe. Thank you for sharing your recipe. And I'm going to attach them, like I said, an hour after this finishes airing, it'll let me add into the description.
Great.
So all of that stuff will go in. Thank you very, very much. And I'll put all of your links. And before you go, tell us what books you have coming up next and when.
Okay, I have 2 more Deck the Donuts mysteries coming up, and I'm not sure when. And I don't have the title set in stone yet, but there are 2 more. So
yay.
I'm working on those.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Well, after Murder at the Lobstah Shack comes out, Batter Off Dead will be out at the end of February, and that's Country Store number 10. And I wanted to set it at the 4th of July, and my editor said, no, then the sales guys are going to want it to come out in April, and I want it to come out anyway. So it's set in July during fireworks, but not the 4th of July.
Gotcha.
And then the next book to come out, I don't have any scheduled until the fall, when Murder in a Cape Cottage will be out in, I think, October, and that's the 4th Cozy Capers. And they find a skeleton of a bride in the wall.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
And they're due to get married at the end of the book.
Oh my
That-
gosh. Whew.
That was a fun one. It's only a week's time, so there's pressure on because the wedding's coming up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So I agree with Lisa. Buy the donuts. Yay, Hannah. Congratulations. Everybody saying congrats.
Thank you so much, Tiffany, for having us and everybody for showing up.
Yes.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
This was fun. It was fun, Phyllis. Thank you for joining us. Yes, thank you for taking the time to do this. I really, really appreciate it. And we're going to do another one in December 8th. It's a Wednesday at 6:30. And I know that joining us will be Maddie Day is joining us again in December to share another Christmas recipe. And then Ellie Alexander's joining us. Sarah Fox is joining us. Lee Hollis, Julia Buckley. And then there's a few other maybes. So we'll be looking forward to that. And there's also people giving away stuff on that night too. So I'm really looking forward to it. You guys, this was so much fun. I really, really thankful that you came and did this. I had a great time.
Thank you.
Be well, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy
Bye, guys.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.